The problem that people have, or the mistake that people make, is that if you are seeking for employment in a private sector, most times people, they keep the salary high, or they keep it first. You know, private sectors, most of them, they're out there for what? Profit. The issue is that as you are coming, you are the only one that know yourself. Nobody else knows you. They don't know your capability. So probably because you know what you can do, you know your capability, you know that you are on top. But the personnel manager that wants to employ you does not know that. So if you come like this, for example, they may tell you that they will pay you 10 naira as your what? Salary as a beginner. But because that you know your worth, you are expecting that they will pay you like 100 naira or 80 naira. But they will tell you that they will pay you what? 10 naira. What are you going to do? Most times people get annoyed. They'll say, a homie, first class degree holder, second class upper degree holder, this, that, and so on and so forth. An engineer like me, a nurse like me, this one with so many experience, this. That thing you are talking about, it is only you that know that you have that. It's a claim to the other person. The person doesn't know it. So if you see yourself in a private sector, my advice is that you get started. Even if they say they will pay you 5 naira, just get started. From experience, I'm telling you from experience. If they say I'm going to employ you and I'm going to be paying you 10 naira every month, why you are expecting 100 naira a month, don't reject it. As long as the environment is okay and conducive for you to work, just start working. What am I saying? I'm saying this from experience. Get started and start putting in your best. Your action will do the rest for you. Just get started and start performing very well. Be working at your worst, very best. As you are working, your employer will now have opportunity to examine you, will now have opportunity to find out that thing that you know that he or she did not know. That thing that made you to think that you are supposed to be earning 100 naira instead of 10 naira. As you are working, everybody will be saying it. Like they say, action speaks louder than what? Voice. So as you are performing, your performance will show. It's not hidden. As you are working like this, your employer will see that this person is what? Is hardworking. That this person is what? On top of the game. Can you see that? So by the time you work for a while, that will be enough for your employer to know your capability, for the employer to know what you can do, for your employer to see how important that you are to that company or that sector or that setup or that establishment. By that time, you will now tell your employer that the payment that you are receiving is not good, that you are being what? Underpaid. Now, if you are discussing your salary with your employer already knows the kind of person that he or she is discussing with, not before that you are a stranger. Now, if your employer tells you, I will pay you 20 naira, he or she is telling you 20 naira based on your own what? Capability that he or she has been what? Experienced. So now, if you are telling the employer that it should be what? 100 naira or nothing, you see your employer begging you, let me pay you 80 naira. From 10 naira to what? 80 naira. Why? Because you have put in your best, your capability. The employer has seen that you are what? Top notch, that you are capable of doing this. That's why at that particular moment, you see that your salary will increase. It will increase. I remember it happened to me when I was a teacher. When I was teaching in private secondary school, they started paying me. I guess when I started, they were paying me 15,000 naira. It's not this current 15,000 naira. That time, at least 15,000 naira had more value than what it is now. Okay, so I did not dispute that. I just got started. When I thought for months, I guess I thought for like 6 months, 5 to 6 months, it became clear to my employer that this person can do this person can do that. I did not even ask for increment. The person in question became afraid of losing me. I did not say increase my salary. He became afraid of losing me. So he called me and said, You have been working very hard. I want to reward you by increasing your what salary. I did not request for that. He then increased my salary. I started earning the same thing that the principal was what earning. So among all the staff in that school, we were earning highest. Me and what the principal. Me and the principal, we started earning what the same amount of what salary. So others, they were earning below our own. And there were some people that have worked for years before I came, but because of the kind of effort that I put in, because of my what the employer saw, the person now increased. At a certain point, I started seeing that amount of money that he was paying me as being small. I walked up to him and told him that I will not earn this anymore. By that time, he has known me. He knew what I can do and what I cannot do. He knew that I had interest of the school in heart. So what happened? He increased my salary. I started earning more than the principal. But he told me not to tell anybody. I kept quiet. What's my problem? It's not my business to be telling other ones. I kept quiet. As an ordinary math teacher, I started earning even more than what the principal and more than every other staff in that school. But had it been that when they wanted to employ me initially, I said, if not this amount, I'm not accepting it. I will go back because the person will not take the risk. Why? Because you are still a stranger to your employer. So initially, just accept, show what you can do, then you now come for what? Amendment. By that time, the employer will know who he or she is now discussing what? The salary with. By that time, the person must have known your worth. So if you are saying, pay me this amount, the person will know whether you are worth that or not. And you see how the person will increase your salary if actually you are worth that. Not just that you want to make money. If actually you want that, the person will just increase your salary. So don't allow salary to deny you the opportunity of getting employed. Then you roaming around the streets being unemployed and you'll be blaming government. Although government they are not trying, but just accept the pay cut, show yourself. Then you now go and request for the actual value. And I assure you that your employer will not like to lose you, and he or she will do something in order to retain you. All right, I'm telling you this because to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Bye.